So, guess what, guys? This movie is better than Jurassic Park 3. Yep. So Jurassic World is the long-awaited sequel after the terrible, horrible thing that was Jurassic Park 3. Sorry, I told myself I wasn't going to talk crap about Jurassic Park 3. I just don't like that movie. So Jurassic World is, from what I can tell, completely ignoring that the sequels pretty much happened. And we're in this world where eventually the park did in fact open. I guess that the people in the movie thought that by changing the name from Jurassic Park to Jurassic World that they would somehow erase the memory of all the people dying or something. But I do give this movie credit because I do think this is an interesting idea for a sequel. And that's what I was most excited about going into this movie. I was excited that, you know, they weren't gonna just do the same movie again, except for they pretty much did the same movie again. So we follow two kids who are going to the park on vacation. One is your typical teenager. Oh boy, I like this kid already. But he has a younger brother who's interested in dinosaurs, and he's a cool kid, so we go with them to the park. And we're introduced to their aunt, who's like the creative director for the park. And she's your typical workaholic who's all business and knows nothing about dinosaurs, I guess? Seriously, how did you get this job? You are walking around a jungle in a white business suit and high heels. How did you, what? And we're introduced to Chris Pratt's character, who is a raptor trainer or velociraptor whisperer. He's developed this trust with the velociraptors that I'm sure will not come back at the end of the movie. So it turns out they have crossbred different kinds of dinosaurs to make a new dinosaur monster thing to up the wow factor at Jurassic World. Because dinosaurs aren't cool enough. I can't tell if this is the movie brilliantly commenting on its own plot within the script, or if it's just too dumb to know what it's doing, and like a snake, it's just eating its own tail. Now, a good thing that this movie did pull off was hiring Chris Pratt, because this guy he just oozes charisma out of his earlobes. Ooh. Even corny lines like, "What kind of dinosaur they cooked up in that lab?" It doesn't sound quite as bad coming out of Chris Pratt's mouth. My two biggest fears with this movie, though, were that it was just going to be treading through familiar territory, and that the CGI wasn't going to look as good. And honestly, I was sadly not surprised. This is an interesting idea for a dinosaur movie, having a park that is open to the public. Why would you just do the same stuff again? This new scary dinosaur character basically just serves the same function that the T-Rex served in the first movie. And it's not just that. We've got a scene where kids are trapped in behind glass getting attacked by the scary dinosaur. We've got greedy businessmen being eaten alive by dinosaurs, and flying dinosaurs attacking people, random people we don't really care about. As for the CGI, I think the biggest problems came with just the fact that they were all filmed mostly during the daytime. Like, most of this film takes place in the daytime. Whereas in the first two movies, most of the CGI was at night, where it can, you know, it has a chance to look a bit better. In fact, for me, this movie actually gets a lot better once the sun goes down. Then the action scenes start to look a lot better. The velociraptors actually get to do some cool, scary, awesome velociraptor stuff. Chris Pratt is probably the most likable, relatable character in this. I really didn't feel anything for anybody else in the movie. The kids are kind of just generic kids. They have this subplot with their parents getting divorced that doesn't really pay off. I will say that the movie does pick up a bit towards the end, and just when I was at the point to just let go of the fact that it was another generic story, there is a dinosaur battle at the end of the movie that will just make everyone in the theater smile. For me, this movie is mostly a disappointment, but I can't see like a large number of people just hating on this. It's more forgettable than it is just like dislikable. It's nowhere near as annoying or offensive as the Jurassic Park 3. And there are some interesting and fun action sequences, so I give it a C. Solid. It's a C. It's pretty much on par with The Lost World. It just, you know, it needed more Jeff Goldblum, but what movie doesn't need more Jeff Goldblum? Yes. Unpopular opinion. Yes, on Jurassic World. I see. What is next? Jurassic Land? Yes.